Hi everyone, I'm Nick, and in this video I've got a review of the new Amazon Fire TV Stick with Alexa voice remote. Now I did a full review on the same product a few months ago when it first came out, but Amazon quietly rolled out the new interface, so I thought I'd give you an updated review. The Fire TV Stick with Alexa remote goes for $39 from Amazon, and I'll put a link below if you'd like to check out the current price or purchase it. Going over what you get in the box, you get the Fire TV Stick, which is a little larger than the original. You'll get the Alexa voice remote, which has the mic, so you just need to hold the button down while speaking. You get an HDMI extender in case the actual stick won't fit in your setup. There are two AAA batteries for the remote, a USB cable, and a power adapter. If your TV has a USB port available, you can use the USB cable without the wall adapter, but each time you power on your TV, the Fire TV Stick will have to boot up. If you use the power adapter instead, the Fire TV Stick will go into sleep mode whenever you're not using it. Now the Fire TV Stick got a nice upgrade in specs over the original. It's now running a 1.3 GHz quad-core processor, which is a noticeable improvement in performance over the 1 GHz dual-core processor of the original. Unfortunately, Amazon didn't upgrade the RAM. It still has only 1 GB. Performance is great on most apps, but it can struggle sometimes. For me, it struggles with PlayStation Vue, but overall performance is very smooth and most apps work perfectly. There are 8 GB of storage with about 6 that you can actually use for apps and games. The Fire TV Stick now supports 802.11 AC routers, so if you've got a router that could take advantage of that, you should get a more reliable signal. The Fire TV Stick is capable of outputting 1080p video at up to 60 frames per second, although some apps like YouTube and PlayStation Vue are capped at 30 frames per second. It'll output Dolby Digital surround sound at up to 7.1 channels, but I haven't seen any apps that could take advantage of that. You'll get 5.1 from Amazon Videos and Netflix. So looking at the new interface, Amazon reorganized content under categories at the top of the screen. You still get a big ad at the top, which I don't care for, but it goes away once you scroll down. The new interface looks really similar to Android TV, but it's a much cleaner look than the previous interface. At the top you've got a search if you'd like to use the on-screen keyboard. Here's your main home screen. The Your Video section will only display content included in your subscription. There's a movie section, a TV show section, and an app section. You can filter between apps and games or browse by category. The settings section is now completely changed as well. Now there's a notification section. Here you'll see app updates and other news. You can also do things like set parental controls. You can have Amazon give you a call if you need help. Hitting the home button at any time will bring you to the home screen, and a long press will bring up this quick menu. The apps will bring you to all your installed apps and games, and this screen is customizable. From here you can uninstall apps or move them around. Sleep allows you to actually put the Fire TV into sleep mode instead of letting it go to sleep due to inactivity. There's a mirroring feature which lets you display mirror a compatible device, but I don't have any devices in my house that'll actually work with this. My Android phone running Android 7 won't work, and neither will my Amazon Fire HD 8 tablet. For some reason, Amazon removed that feature from their newest tablet, so I don't know why this feature is shown on the quick menu when it seems like Amazon is abandoning this feature. If there's something I'm missing, please let me know in the comments below. And finally, there's a shortcut to the settings menu. Going back to the home screen, there's now a featured section that'll play video if you highlight it. Amazon really highlights their own content for the most part, but you'll also find HBO, Netflix, and other services. Below that, there's a recent section which displays the apps you've used, and underneath that is your apps and games section. This here is now customizable, so you can organize your favorite apps here. Browsing the menus is really smooth, nothing lags. Apps are responsive and content begins to play quickly. Amazon's content will start to buffer before you hit play, so content seems to start playing instantly and in HD instead of starting out in standard def and working up to HD. If you're watching Amazon's content, they have a feature called X-Ray. This lets you jump to a different scene, see the actors in the current scene, view the cast, see all the characters, see what music is currently playing, and view trivia. This is a great feature that I use all the time that I would like to see more apps use. Skipping and fast forwarding is really smooth and responsive. Using the Alexa voice remote works really well for most things. At any moment you can hold the mic button down and speak, even if you're in an app. The search results will make the app exit though. You can ask about weather, or ask what the score was in a game.
On October 20th, the Bulls lost to the Hawks. 97 to 81.
Alexa will continue to get better, but doesn't respond to things you think it would, like, what time does Best Buy open?
Sorry, I don't have the business hours for Best Buy.
You can shop from here as well, but not for everything. Some things you can purchase directly, while others can only be added to a shopping list. Using it to browse movies or music works great though. You can say things like play Pearl Jam, and it'll play from the Prime Music catalog. Alexa won't integrate with services like Spotify though. If you were to say Pearl Jam, it'll bring up video results as well as music videos, though you do need a free Vivo account. You can say things like play Creed, and if it's included in Prime, it'll automatically start it. Search results don't tell you if it's included with your Prime subscription or not though. So my son watches the show Wild Kratts. Here the results show you that you can watch it with a free trial of PBS Kids. But if you go into a previous season, you'll see that seasons 1 and 2 are included with Prime. Results work with some other services like Netflix, but not others. So hopefully search will work with other apps in the future. Overall though, the voice search works really great, and it's not just a gimmick. The Fire TV Stick will also play games. There aren't a ton of good games, but there are some popular ones. Crossy Road and Pac-Man 256 work great, although they can take a while to load. 3D games work too and run smooth. You can buy a dedicated game controller from Amazon, but I was able to play simple games like these with just the remote. There's also an app you can download that will let you use your phone as a remote. If you have multiple Fire TVs in your house, it'll let you choose which one you want to control. You'll find all the buttons from the remote here, as well as a keyboard to enter text. It comes in really handy when you have to enter a username and password, but it won't work in all apps. You can swipe around the screen to move and tap to select. There's a favorite section that you can use to add shortcuts for your most used apps, and there's even a mic which you can pull down to use voice search. The Fire TV Stick will also function similar to a Chromecast, so you can cast YouTube or Netflix from your phone. I find it easier to browse for YouTube videos on my phone, then hit the cast button to send it to the Fire TV Stick. So that pretty much wraps it up. The Fire TV Stick is the best inexpensive streaming stick in my opinion, especially if you have a Prime subscription. It's missing Google Play apps and Vudu, which I use to stream my ultraviolet movies, but I like the new cleaner interface and the fact you can customize the app section. If you're looking for 4K output or better performance for more demanding apps, go with the $89 Fire TV. But for almost everyone else, this stick is a great deal. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me. Thanks for watching.